like to share with you today an idea that I came up really with very quickly last night because I wasn't sure what I wanted to demonstrate today. And I was looking in the archives at Cool2Craft, and I saw a note about Heidi's technique, which is the vintage technique of the look of copper enamel with Aleene's glue. And I thought, oh gosh, I haven't done that for the longest time. I want to give that a try. So I want to show you how I created these earrings. Here we go. These are the earrings that I created just using my Sizzix Big Shot to cut out mat board. And I want to show you the interesting effect I got, because what I did is I used both the Aleene's Easy Flow Tacky Glue and the Aleene's Original Tacky Glue to get an interesting effect. So let me move these aside and we'll get started here. The first thing that you want to do is to mix your glues with your acrylic paint. So this is my Easy Flow. And you don't need a lot for these small projects, so keep in mind how much you want to pour out. And this is the Aleene's Original Tacky Glue. And I am using the white paint, just white acrylic paint, with the Aleene's Original Tacky Glue. Now let me ask everyone, why do I need to add paint to the Aleene's Tacky Glue if it's white? That's right, it dries clear. So I'm adding the black paint to my Easy Flow. I like to use, we use these a lot at the studio. These are just wooden skewers that have a nice point, and they're long and they're easy to mix and point and glue and do all sorts of things with. So as I mentioned, I am mixing the black acrylic paint with the Aleene's Easy Flow Tacky Glue, and I'm mixing white acrylic paint with the Aleene's Original Tacky Glue. So I'm using, in this particular example, I'm using the thicker, the white Aleene's Tacky Glue for the base. And I just pick it right up with the skewer and roll it on. And as I mentioned, I cut these from mat board using my Sizzix Big Shot. And you want a generous coat, but I found if it goes on too thick, it tends to keep dripping off the edge as it's drying, and you just need to be aware of that. So not to worry, but you do want to be aware of that. So I have this completely coated, and I want to be sure it's out to the edges here, with the base of the white glue, the Original Tacky Glue, and the white paint. And the next thing you want to do is just, and let me move this out a little bit here, I'm going to set this down. So the next thing you want to do is just drizzle this mixture over the top. And I found if I start to the side first, that takes the biggest part, and then I can get some of those thinner lines. And you just want to continue to drizzle it over the top. So this is what I found out. The longer it sits here as it dries, it starts getting a very interesting pattern to it, and it spreads out. And I have some other examples I'll show you in just a moment. So this is the vintage look of copper enamel with the Aleene's glues. And you would just continue drizzling that over this until you have the pattern that you like. As this continues to dry, it may or may not continue to flow over the edge, but this is what happens. You can see what this looks like right here. As it continues to dry, it spreads out and actually creates a third color, and add some interesting design. At this point, it almost looks like an agate stone, so I can't wait until I try some other colors and designs. And here's something else that I made a pendant, and I noticed when I went to go grab it this morning, and let me come in a little bit closer, it has the effect of almost looking like threads as it dried. So combining the Aleene's Easy Flow Tacky Glue and the Aleene's Original Tacky Glue, there's something that happens when the two of those lay over each other. Look at that interesting texture that you get. Now, these would be super cool if you add a glossy coat over the top. I do like to use the Sakura 3D glaze, and you could add a coat of that. I've also been testing out some of those UV glazes. Here's another pair of earrings that I made because, of course, I wanted to try some other colors. So I used black for the background and then tried 2 different colors of turquoise and marbleized them. So have some fun and create some last-minute holiday gifts if you need to. These I actually used the grunge board. That was the textured grunge board, and I used a marking pen on the back just to color it. And so they're really, really lightweight, so you can wear these larger earrings if you'd like to.